Hi. Is this on? Oh. Okay, cool. My camera's working. Hella trouble here. I'm with this up. I'm going to talk about something. It's kind of hard to talk about. Okay, I might call this video PTSD and the Hairy Green Monster. Oh, what the hell. It's hard. I mean, growing up in the 60s, and, you know, I went through a lot of crap as a kid. And, you know, I had brothers and sisters that supported me, but, you know, there's, you know, neighbors that went overseas, you know, fought in the war. Some of them made it back. Some of them did not. The ones that did make it back were not the same. You know, as a little kid, I was interested in cars, and I just want, you know, a few people around the neighborhood would, you know, let me, you know, like, putz around and stuff like that. So, you know, it's like, okay, then I was always afraid about talking about PTSD. I mean, because it's scary. A lot of people in society, they don't seem to accept it. But I think I've made some achievements and goals. You know, I got, well, a couple ham radios. Let me focus up here. This is a crossband repeater. It's turned off, but I built that for some of the weak spots here in Manitou. Engineered for 1.9 miles, but it went 5.4 miles. So I actually used UHF to VHF all the way to 19th. You went to, and it worked. 4.8 thousand milliwatts, or 4.8 watts. So anyway, enough said. So I'm trying to make this video about PTSD and the Hairy Green Monster. I basically have been getting EMDR treatments. It's called EMDR. It's not a cure-all for everybody, but it does help me. The EMDR, God, I'm tired, but the EMDR does help with going through the scenes and then reprocessing so it does not haunt you. But the other day I had an incident in the kitchen where there was traffic behind me. I picked up a pot with hot grease and water. We had a small kitchen fire, and I threw baking soda on the food to put out the fire, and I threw away the food. Well, I learned that people with PTSD, especially that went through the Vietnam War, have the same problem. If there's anything behind, all their attention goes behind and everything in front gets destroyed. And that's common with people with PTSD. So the idea is to get help and, you know, look up the EMDR. So I just wanted to make a little video because, you know, I had my brother Fred, my brother Stan, my sisters, and everybody else that helped me. They could not understand me. It was like, whoa, I was just freaking out. Plus I had OCD, you know, Asperger's, etc. And I'm talking about me. And so now that we're all older and I can explain what Asperger's is and then PTSD and all that. And, you know, look at these hippies. They're against the war. Well, gee, it kind of makes sense because there's a lot of information that's been revealed. So, you know, look at IBM. They were saved by a bunch of Apple hippies here in Manitou Springs where pot is legal. Wow. And then there's the people that judge. And a lot of the people that are judging, it's like, okay, let them judge. But a lot of them don't even have their shit together, man. Half of them are on SSI and they got Medicaid. I don't qualify for that. Neither do my kids, but, you know, they bitch about it. But then I say, okay, well, you worked hard. You know, maybe I just brought up my kids differently. I don't know. But in spite of the PTSD, in spite of the Asperger's, in spite, you know, the autism, I kicked ass. You know, the idea is to set your goals, maybe buy a small mountain. Well, that's what I did. So I'm poor. It's a small mountain off of Highway 9, but it's just a matter of follow your dreams in spite of the PTSD, in spite of the Asperger's. You know, just do the best you can. So I'm going to sign out. That's my little ditty on PTSD and use an EMDR for help. It's about 4.5 minutes long. Thank you for listening.